Hello, it's Joy Olson of BlockBuster Fundraising, and I want to talk to you about cultivating trust, because trust is a huge important factor in working with donors, and it's major for major donors. So how do you build and cultivate trust with major donors? Trust is imperative in this relationship. Major donors are wealthy individuals, and they can spot someone wanting money from them a mile away. I think they really can. So you want major gift donors to know that you value your relationship with them because of who they are, not because of the numbers of zeros in their bank account. In this, one of my favorite books, if you follow me at all, you know I love Rainmaking, A Fundraiser's Guide to Landing Big Gifts, written by Roy Jones and Andrew Olson. And they really have some great tips for building trust. They say, 1, practice active listening. This means that you really pay attention when your donor is talking. You ensure that you understand what they are saying, and you remember what was said. Write it down. While your donor is speaking, you should maintain eye contact. Nod your voice in understanding, and provide feedback that lets your donors know that you've heard and you appreciate what they're saying. And remember it too. Serve at every opportunity. Immerse yourself in the relationship with your major donor. Be proactive and take care of their needs and their wants before they have to ask. Make sure that you are always being absolutely honest and transparent. If you don't know the answer, find out. Hear, understand, and empathize. Don't just listen to your donor talk. Make sure that you understand them. And if you don't ask questions or do some research that you can understand, you won't know how to do that. So understand and empathize. They've got to know that you've heard them and you care. Focus on the donor. Hey, it's all about the donor, not about you. You are there to help your major donor accomplish great things with their wealth. It's important. Quick solutions. If something goes wrong, notify your major donor immediately and provide solution options. The faster you get in touch and solve the problem, the more your donors will trust and respect you and your organization. I came into one very difficult situation that really was a turnaround situation, and I had to call people, donors, major donors that had given in excess of $100,000 to a capital campaign and let them know that we weren't going to be able to follow through. And as a former stockbroker, I really understand the concept that when everything's great, call your donors, call your investors. If anything goes wrong, call them immediately. So you always want to be transparent to cultivate and build trust. Stay in tune, make notes. If you're out to lunch and you can jot a couple of notes. If you can't, you want to wait till you get back to the office, put them in your database immediately. Don't go to the trouble of having all these heartfelt, empathetic, wonderful meetings and then forget to write down some salient points that you really want to remember, because these are the points and the interests that they have that you're going to follow up on. Perhaps they tell you that they love quilting and this is their new hobby, and they're doing this and they're doing that. Well, guess what? You don't have a quilting nonprofit, but if you see something that you know that they would appreciate having about a quilting technique or some news, quilting news, you send it on to them, and they're so appreciative because you've heard them. And that's what cultivating trust is. You take the time to meet, and you take the time to actively listen, and you empathize with what they care about and their interests. So hey, there's some rockstar fundraising tips for you from BlockBuster Fundraising. We've got way over 100 free tips, fundraising tips on our BlockBuster Fundraising YouTube channel, and you can find us at blockbusterfundraising.com and joyolsongroup.com. We work really hard to be a good mentor, to bring you all the latest and greatest techniques, strategies, tactics to be the best fundraiser possible. So go get them. You've got this. Get your fundraising on. Thanks. Bye-bye.